Hey guys, Cece back with another video, and today's video is going to be another declutter. So if this is your first time watching me or my channel, click the subscribe button, click the notification bell, all that good stuff. We have some great videos coming up. You guys, I'm telling you, like 2020 is about to be lit, so you don't want to miss it. Now, today's video, we're going to talk about powders. We're going to declutter all these powders. This isn't all the powders. This is the first wave, and then we have another wave. This is all that would fit in the lens frame, all right? So you guys know the deal. Pause this video and comment right down below in the comment section how many powders do you think I have. There's a lot of them, I'll tell you that much. For some reason, I am a powder junkie, and I like to continue buying them. I have a few more on my list that I want to try, but we're going to try to get rid of a lot of these today. This is a lot of powders here. It's only a crazy person to have this many powders. I've already admitted that I'm crazy. You guys know I'm a little loopy, so it is what it is, okay? So I have 60 powders. 60 powders. There's no need for anyone to have 60 powders. Powders will last you forever. They'll last you for 4 years and you use them every day. I don't know why they last so long. They just do. So you don't need 60 powders at all. You guys know I like to try a lot of stuff. So I'll probably end up keeping a good amount of these. If I can get down to 40, I'll be happy. If I can get down to 30, that's my ultimate goal. But 40 is probably where it's going to be, because I'm looking at some of these powders and I'm like, I just can't part with it. I don't know. We'll see when we get into it, but that's kind of where my mindset is right now. So the goal is 30. The stretch goal is 30. I think the real goal is 40. Let's go ahead and jump in. Let's just go ahead and start on a high note. CYO, anything CYO I did not like. This is the CYO fixing, all set fixing powder. Just didn't like it. I put it in my worst powders of the year video, which I will link if you guys haven't seen it, but this one has to go. Along with that, this Makeup Obsessions Pure Baked Banana Powder, again, gotta go. Just wasn't a favorite, didn't like it. It's gonna get out of here. Another one that can go is this Laura Mercier. This is the translucent glow setting powder. You guys, I never use this and I won't use it. There's no need for me to just hang on to it. I've probably only used it once. This one may go on my Poshmark, so you guys can look out for that. But yeah, I probably only used it once. It's a waste to keep it. Now, one that I will keep definitely is the Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Magic Powder. I really love this powder underneath the eyes. It's just really good, and it's so lightweight underneath the eyes. I love it, so I'm going to keep that. I'm also going to keep this Huda Beauty. This is the Blondie Easy Bake Loose Baking Setting Powder. I talked about this also in my favorite powders video. Like, yes, I love this. I'm keeping it. Becca Hydra Mist Powder, another keeper. This is one that I definitely will not be getting rid of. I actually used one of these up last year, and so this is my second jar, and I love it. All right, let's pull out some keepers, because I know I have several here. Of course, the La Mer powder. We're not getting rid of La Mer. Like, come on, we're not going to do that. We're also not going to get rid of this Hourglass Translucent Veil Powder. I really do like this, and I want to try their new concealer as well. So I'm going to keep this definitely to try to use them together. The Makeup Forever Super Matte Loose Powder. I actually should have put this probably in my project pan, because you guys, we are really close to the end on this. There's really not that much left, so I'm going to try to make a concentrated effort to use this up this year as well. Okay, what is this? The Makeup Forever Ultra HD Pressed Powder. Oh, this is the banana one. I think I have enough banana powders. I just don't need this. I'm going to let it go. I think I can also let go of this Urban Decay All Nighter powder. This is the waterproof setting powder. Why haven't I used this more? Did I just not like this? Let's keep this for a little longer, just a little longer. I can, though, get rid of this one by Urban Decay. This is the Naked Skin Ultra Definition Loose Powder. I've had this for so long and I never ever use it, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. This Smashbox one, this is the one that looks like a little camera lens. It's really cute. This is called the Photo Finish Fresh Setting Powder. I really like this, but it's so messy. I need to find another way to do this, or like, it's just so messy. So that's the reason I haven't been using it lately. I'll keep it for a little bit longer, but I don't know how much longer I'll put up with this mess for real. Of course, we're gonna keep Miss Pat. We gotta keep Auntie Pat, so we're definitely gonna keep that Pat McGrath. Kat Von D, the Lock It Powder Foundation. I don't need this. I think I've probably used this once or twice. Yeah, let's just get rid of it. I have 2 of the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powders. I have one in translucent, and then my other one is in translucent medium. I'm going to keep both of these for now. I haven't used them much. I'm not going to lie, I didn't use them much last year, but I'm going to try to remember to pull them out this year. Oh, this is the MAC and Patrick Star Setting Powder. I did really like this, but it's old, y'all. It ain't that old, but it's pretty old, and I'm not using it. I'm going to let it go. You know what? This Maybelline Superstay powder, I have 2 of them. Let me pull the other one out from the side. Here's the other one, and normally I mix them together. One's in 320 honey and the other's in 355 coconut. And I don't need both, right? I don't need both. Which one is better for? Neither of them are a perfect match. One's a little darker, one's a little lighter for my skin, but I want to keep them to mix them together is my point. For the face, I'm just, oh gosh, shoot. I'll keep them both for now. Revolution Pro, this is the Hydra Matte Translucent Setting Powder. I didn't really love this setting powder. I thought it was going to remind me a lot of that Hydra Matte powder by Becca, and it doesn't, so I can let this go. This is the Tarte Shape Tape Setting Powder. Yeah, don't really need this. This is actually full. I think I've only used this a few times, but I'm going to let this go as well. This Ulta Pressed Setting Powder, I used this last year. You can actually see the rings on it. I used it a lot last year. I just feel like I have so many other banana powders, so I think I'm going to go ahead and let this one go as well. I will be keeping the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Complexion Powder. You guys, I've tried that Born This Way foundation twice and I haven't liked it, the liquid, and I almost want to just give it one more go. Like, I don't know why it's been in my spirit lately. Like, I saw someone use it and I was like, maybe I should just give it one more go. Maybe I should just go get a sample from Sephora. I don't know. I don't know why I get like this sometimes, but this is the foundation powder and I'm definitely keeping that. I have the Milani. This is the Conceal and Perfect Shine Proof Powder. You know what? I was going to let this go, but they actually just came out with a new foundation that I'm going to be purchasing. And I could use this with it, right? I could. Is this the only Milani powder I have? I think it is. Okay, fine. Let's keep it. Y'all, my goal is getting further and further out of reach, because I'm absolutely keeping this Estee Lauder. This is the Double Wear Stay in Place Powder Foundation. It's in the shade 5W1, and that's like my perfect shade, so I am absolutely keeping that. The Cinema Secrets powder, I really love this powder. It's in the shade Soft Custard. It's such a nice lightweight powder for underneath the eyes, but I have so many powders for underneath the eyes that are really nice. I'm going to set it to the side. Let's say that. I'm going to set it to the side and I'll decide at the end. Okay, here's one I know I can get rid of. The Laura Mercier Translucent Medium Deep Pressed Setting Powder. I just don't really love this powder. It doesn't really keep me matte. It's just not my favorite, so I can let that go. What is this? The Jouer Soft Focus Hydrate and Set Powder in the shade Dark. I've used this. I think I used this for like a solid month or two, and then I just stopped. I don't know why though. I'm going to let it go. I don't really use it. There's no need to hold on to it. This is the Milk Makeup in Translucent Medium, the setting powder. This is another one. It's like stuck to the jar. It's another one I barely use, so I'm going to let it go. We have more powders here, lots more. Let's get started. The Makeup Revolution Bake and Blot. I don't use. This one's in the shade Banana Deep. I just don't use it. I think I used it a couple times. It was okay, nothing special. So I can get rid of that. I can also, I know for a fact I can get rid of this CYO powder. This is the Matte Pressed Powder in Dark. I just don't like this powder. I don't like this brand, so I can go ahead and get rid of that. No questions asked. Definitely keeping my new Urban Decay Stay Naked the Fix powder. This is a brand new powder that I actually just hauled a few weeks ago, so I am absolutely keeping that. I'm also absolutely keeping my 2 Charlotte Tilbury pressed powders. These are the Airbrush Flawless Finish powders. They're excellent if you haven't tried them. I have one in the shade 2 and then the other one in the shade 3. Pretty Vulgar. This is another powder that I refuse to get rid of because I love it so much. So we're going to keep her. CoverGirl Full Spectrum Matte Ambition All Day Powder. I didn't love this powder. And I feel like I have enough drugstore setting powders that I feel okay with getting rid of this. Do I have enough drugstore setting powders? I do. I'm going to let this go. Of course, I'm keeping my Sephora. This is my Sephora, what do you call this? The Micro Smooth powder. Y'all know I'm keeping that. Quit playing. Yeah. That stays with me. So does the Fenty Beauty. This is the Pro Filter powder in honey. I'm going to keep the big one as well as, I think I have a small one in honey that I got as like a sample. And then I also have a small one in the banana for the Fenty, and I'm keeping all 3 of those. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Loose Setting Powder. It's in the shade Banana. I've kept banana powders. I have banana powders. I feel like the only reason I would keep this is to use it for like a tutorial purpose, like an all Anastasia Beverly Hills look or something. Because I never pick this up and the jar is just so damn large. It just takes up so much space. Like, I appreciate they try to give us a lot of product, but it takes up so much space. Okay, I gotta put on my big girl panties. I'm letting these go. Laura Mercier Translucent Powder. Is there ever any doubt if we ever get rid of this? Like, we never get rid of Laura, so let's be serious. This is the Stila In the Buff Powder Spray. You guys, this was such a gimmicky product. I liked this powder actually. It was such a good product, and you kind of just sprayed it on your face. It was really actually really innovative. You still kind of had to buff the powder in a little bit though. Like, you can't just spray powder on your face and expect it to work. So as a result of that, I still never use it, and so I'm gonna let it go. I do want to always keep these ColourPop No Filter setting powders. I have one in translucent and one in banana. I usually mix these 2 together. They're just so pretty underneath the eyes. They're so fine and such a good powder for such a great price. I actually just purchased this, so I'm keeping it. This is the Peach Perfect Translucent Mattifying Setting Powder, so we're gonna keep her. All right, we get down to the last few. This Bare Minerals Bare Pro powder. This one's in the shade Nutmeg. That's clearly too dark to be a face powder for me, so I'm gonna let it go. Okay, y'all, so FYI, I completely forgot that my project pan items were in a separate space from the rest of my powders, and so I have 2 more powders, so that puts us up to 62, just in case you guys were wondering. And these 2 I'm keeping because obviously they're in my project pan. It's the MAC Studio Fix Perfecting Powder in medium deep, and then it's the Beauty Bakery Setting Powder in the shade Yellow. So both of those I am going to keep. Let's see, this Mented powder, I actually just did a review on Mented Cosmetics. You guys, I was not a big fan of Mented really at all. The face products, they were okay, but nothing too crazy. So I think I can let this go. This has only been used 1 time, so this one is definitely going on my Poshmark. I'm going to keep the Makeup Forever. This is the Matte Velvet Skin pressed powder. I love this powder, so I'm definitely keeping that. I am also going to keep this Juvia's Place. This is the I Am Magic setting powder in Kalahari. It's just another like deeper yellow powder, so we can keep her. And I'm going to also keep this powder. This is a newer one. This is the Revolution Conceal and Define powder. I have mine in the shade P12, and I do like this powder. I can let go of the Urban Decay Velvetizer. I've had this for a while. Don't really use it, so I'm going to let her go. What is this? The Hourglass Powder in Dim Light. I do like this, and it's just a little baby, so we're going to keep that one. I have the BH Cosmetics Studio Pro Powder. I like this powder. It's so soft. It is so soft. Man, I do like this powder a lot. I'm trying to determine how many drugstore powders I have. Oh gosh, you know what? I'm going to keep this, but I'm going to swipe this for the Milani. I don't want that Milani. I never use it. This one I'm more likely to use than that one. Final 5, Tarte. This is the Shape Tape Powder Foundation. I did really like this when I used this. Problem is, I just don't really use it. That's the problem, right? That is the problem. Let's get rid of it. That is the problem. The Lancome Translucent Silky Loose Powder. I do like this powder. It's very soft. It's not super mattifying, but it is very soft and very pretty. Gosh, I just don't use a lot of skin tone loose powders, and I think I've already kept a couple. Let's let it go. If I have to think about it, I don't really want it, right? Let's let it go. Here's one, the NARS. What is this? The Soft Velvet Pressed Powder in Heat. I think this one's a little dark for me. Yeah. So I use this more so as a bronzer, a very light bronzer. So I am going to keep that. That probably shouldn't even be in here, but we're going to keep that. And then for my last two, the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Setting Powder. This is another just skin toned loose powder that I probably won't use, so we can let it go. And then the MAC Studio Fix powder, I want to keep this for now. All right, y'all, here we go. This is our final count. These are all the powders that I am getting rid of. Let's go ahead and count them up. All right, y'all, so I have 26 powders sitting in front of me. I started with 62. That means that I have 34 powders left. And y'all better believe I just looked through all the powders that I was keeping again, and I was like, what do I really like? Can I really just get rid of 4 more? And I wanted to make my 30 goal, but literally as I'm looking through, there's nothing else that I'm really willing to part with just yet. There's some that are probably on the verge that I could, but I'm just not willing to part with some of these, just not yet. Well, that leaves me with 33 powders. I let the BH Cosmetics go. That leaves me with 33 powders, which I think is good. I'm gonna leave it there. I think that's good for me. So let me tell you what I got rid of. I'm so proud of myself. I got rid of the Lancome, NYX, CoverGirl, Milani, Anastasia, Mented, Bare Minerals, Milk Makeup, Tarte, Urban Decay, CYO, BH Cosmetics, Makeup Revolution, Laura Mercier, Kat Von D, MAC, Ulta, Tarte, Makeup Revolution, Urban Decay, Stila, Laura Mercier, Makeup Obsession, CYO, Makeup Forever, Cinema Secrets, and Jouer. So those are 27 powders that I am just going to get out of my makeup collection, and I'm really excited. I think, again, 33 powders I think is really good for me, and I can let these go. Now, some of these powders will make it to my Poshmark, you guys, so I will have the link to my Poshmark down below. Everything will be up. Not all of these. Some of them are just too old, and I wouldn't sell them. I wouldn't give them away. Nothing. So you will see some of them on Poshmark though, so make sure you check there and check quickly. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love you so much. I appreciate all of your love, all of your support, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.